Well, thank you for checking out the Wildland Prep Academy that we put together. So what we've done is we've taken a 1-month Wildland Academy that's popular here in Southern California, and we've condensed that training, mimicking it as best we can to make sure that we're getting folks prepared that are looking for that line of work. So wildland firefighter, whether that is a year-round position, whether you're going to academy or you're just trying to prepare for the duties of that job. So there's a high failure rate in a lot of these academies, and sometimes training on Forest Service hotshot crews or especially elite smoke jumping crews, the training is very arduous and they have a high failure rate. So doing our best to prepare you for that. So what we do is we start off with some baseline assessments that you can expect to see right when you start off on some of these. So that's going to be a conditioning test, which is a beep test. We have that in you right at the beginning. And then we have the push-up with metronome, pull-ups, as many reps as possible, heel claps, as many reps as possible, and we'll also be checking out a 300-meter shuttle sprint. So we'll be looking into those, and we'll bring those back at the end where you will reassess yourself. So it's a great way to test you at the beginning and at the end. And for some agencies, they actually require a certain number or aptitude right at the beginning. So you'll know right where you stand. If you have questions, just log your reps in the app, hit me up with questions, and I will help you as best I can with some of that information. As an example, Los Angeles County does require the beep test. You need to get a 10-6 score on that. I believe Ventura County fire crews are assessing that at the beginning as well. So just to throw that out there. So we'll assess that at the beginning and at the end of the program. That's something you can expect in training as well. So the Wildland Prep Academy, so it's 4 weeks, a lot of hiking, a lot of running, and those runs and hikes, if you have not prepared yourself yet, that is going to be running for time, either on motorways with grade or on ridgeline hikes, but you are going to be doing those 4 times, and then you'll come back around and hit those again so that you can see how you're doing, how you're progressing. And then there'll also be a lot of the conditioning is, of course, hiking, so pack hikes. So that's going to be with a weighted pack. Around 40 pounds is a good middle of the road pack. So 40 pounds, you're going to be hiking, again, with grade, not on flat ground. You'll have a few different hikes to continue to reassess yourself and assess yourself. And then, of course, we're going to have some tool swinging. So unique to our program is some tool swinging demonstrations. So that's the job that you're looking for in the wildland. You are going to need to get familiar with swinging tools. So you're going to need to swing tools or simulate it as best you can with sledgehammer or sandbags. And then middle of the week, we also have some workouts to just give your legs a rest from the running and the hiking, just to change it up so you're using different things, not a lot of the pounding, and that does give you some time without having the pack on you. So those sandbag workouts, we'll make sure you're ready to go with calisthenics, a lot of push-ups in any academy. There's going to be a ton of push-ups, sit-ups, holds, like such as plank holds, burpees, mountain climbers, all of that. So we'll make sure that you get a taste of that, get a heavy dose of it, and see where you're at. And again, these progress harder. So the smallest run we'll do, for example, will be a 1.5 mile run, and one of the largest runs is toward the second week. We're going to be doing a 10K, so 6 miles. So if you haven't messed with that range at all, you need to be able to get to that and see where you're at. So this Wildland Prep Academy, it is very intense, very arduous. The expectation to do this in 4 weeks would be that you have already been training. You are already ready to go in the academy and you want to see how you're doing. So let's say that you haven't prepared yet for the academy and you're just getting going. I recommend taking this 1-month program, and you can spread that out over 2 months, 3 months, whatever you need, but you are going to need to lessen the dose of this training. I can't mimic a 8-hour day for you. I mean, I could, but I don't think you have the time. So these 8-hour days for training are extremely arduous. So most of these sessions will be done in 1.5 hours to 2 hours if you do all of the work. Again, I cannot stress enough how much you need to prepare. So if you can get these down, get the physical stuff under control so that you're able to perform without the stress of your body really taking you out. You can focus on your tasks, focus on what they're trying to teach you. But if you perform this program and you push yourself hard and you are dedicated to performing well, the physical aspect shouldn't be a problem. But I do want to caution you, as I said, it's very arduous. Some would say it's advanced on the fitness side. So do not, you need to be safe. Do not get sick. You know, there's the chance of rhabdo, which is a severe medical condition from too much lactic acid. If you haven't been training, then you need to ease yourself into it. So I'm gonna have you sign a waiver when you're doing this, but I want you to know this is very similar to the training that people do in these wildland academies, and if you are not prepared, you will not finish. So I want to just help you out in preparing for that. So with this Wildland Academy prep, just getting you prepared, just like in academy, kind of starts off easy. Some of these runs and hikes get progressively more difficult, progressively build you up on the calisthenics, and again, those runs, hikes, and just the overall workload. Repeat it as many times as you want. If you buy the subscription, then you'll have access to it for a whole year. Please log your times, log your work that you're doing. Ask me for questions. I'd love to help you guys out to be successful at this. So that's a bunch of info for the Wildland Prep Academy. If you have